For years, I believed the only way to get wealthy was to hustle myself into the ground. I wore burnout as a badge of honor, drank coffee for dinner, and answered emails at 2 a.m., all chasing a bigger bank account. And what did it get me? Total exhaustion, a bunch of health problems, and a checking account that was always, stubbornly, empty. I was doing everything the gurus told me to do. I was working harder and longer than anyone I knew. And I was still broke. I felt completely stuck, like I was screaming into a void and getting nothing back. Then, in a moment of sheer desperation, I decided to try something different. I discovered that attracting real, sustainable wealth isn't just about what you do. It's about who you're being. It's not about forcing and fighting. It's about aligning and allowing. In this video, I'm not going to tell you to work harder. You're probably already doing that. Instead, I'm going to share the 5 simple, almost deceptively simple rituals that helped me shift my entire reality. These practices took me from a mindset of frantic scarcity to one of profound, consistent abundance. In the process, they didn't just transform my finances, they transformed my whole life. Now let's be crystal clear. These rituals are not magic tricks or get-rich-quick schemes. You can't just light a candle and expect $1 million to fall from the ceiling tomorrow. That's not how any of this works. The real power of these rituals is how they change you from the inside out. They're practical tools designed to help you rewire your brain, reprogram your subconscious, and shift your energy so you become a vibrational match for the wealth you want. The power isn't in the ritual itself. The power has always been inside of you. The ritual is just the key that helps you unlock it. These are the exact 5 rituals I started with, the ones that built the foundation for everything that came after. And the first one is something you can do at the very start of next month to set the stage for a massive shift. Ritual number 1, the monthly cinnamon reset. The first ritual I brought into my life is what I call the monthly cinnamon reset. It's a simple but potent practice designed to wash away the financial energy of the last month and set a powerful magnetic intention for the new one. Now, when I first heard about this, I was skeptical. Cinnamon? For money? It sounded a little too mystical for my burnt-out hustle-mode brain. But hey, I was at a point where I was willing to try pretty much anything. Here's what you do. On the first day of every month, take a small pinch of powdered cinnamon in the palm of your hand. Go to your front door and stand outside, facing in, like you're about to walk into your home. This part is important. You're not trying to blow abundance away from you. You're preparing to welcome it in. Hold the cinnamon, take a deep breath, and set a clear intention. What do you want to welcome in this month? Don't just think more money. Get specific with the feeling. Financial peace, the relief of paying off a bill, the joy of treating your family, the thrill of landing a new client. As you hold that feeling, say aloud with real conviction, "When this cinnamon blows, prosperity will enter. When this cinnamon blows, abundance will come to stay." Then, you gently blow the cinnamon from your palm, across the threshold, and into your home. Imagine a wave of shimmering, prosperous energy filling every corner of your space. Don't sweep it up for at least 24 hours. Just let that energy settle. This practice is inspired by modern spiritual traditions that have long used it to maintain a flow of abundance. Why does this work? It's about symbolism and intention. For centuries, cinnamon has been symbolically linked to warmth, attraction, and prosperity. But the real magic is what it does inside your brain. By doing this little ceremony on the first of the month, you are drawing a line in the sand. You are consciously deciding that this month is going to be different. You are priming your own mind to start looking for prosperity. You're telling your subconscious, "Okay, we are open for business. We are ready to receive." The first time I did this, I felt a little silly, I'll admit it. But as I blew the cinnamon into my apartment, a strange sense of calm washed over me. It felt like I had finally done something to actively invite good things in, instead of just chasing them down. Later that week, an old colleague emailed me out of the blue asking if I was free for a small freelance project. It wasn't a lottery win, but it was an unexpected stream of income that came with total ease. It was the first sign that something was starting to shift. This ritual became my non-negotiable monthly anchor, a signal to myself and the universe that I was ready. Ritual number 2, the gratitude ledger. The second ritual is probably the hardest one to do when you feel like you have nothing, but it's also the most powerful. It's keeping a gratitude ledger, specifically for money. When you're stressed about bills and feel like money is constantly flying out the door, the idea of being grateful for it can feel ridiculous. Grateful for what? The overdue notices? The negative balance? I get it. I was there. My relationship with money was all fear, resentment, and anxiety. Every dollar that went out felt like a loss. This ritual is what healed that. It starts simply. Get a notebook, just for this. Every single day, you write down at least 3 things you are grateful for that are related to money. In the beginning, this might feel like a stretch. Start small. Grateful for the coffee you were able to buy this morning? Write it down. Found a quarter on the sidewalk? Write it down. Able to pay your internet bill, giving you access to the whole world? Write that down. I am so grateful for the $5 that let me buy this amazing coffee. I am so grateful for the electricity powering my home right now. The key is to actually connect with the feeling of appreciation. You're not pretending. You're just shifting your focus. What you focus on expands. When you're constantly focused on lack, on what's leaving, on what you don't have, you are literally training your brain to only see proof of scarcity. This practice trains your brain to do the exact opposite. You start hunting for the good. You begin to notice the small bits of abundance that are already all around you. The principle here is profound. Gratitude is one of the highest emotional frequencies you can hit. When you are in a state of gratitude, you can't also be in a state of fear. You can't be in both at once. By consciously choosing gratitude, you pull yourself out of the panic of not enough and into the calm, open state of I have. From that place, you make better decisions. The practice of gratitude is widely seen as a way to become more patient and mindful, which naturally spills over into our financial choices. You become less impulsive and more open to receiving more, because you actually appreciate what you've already got. For me, this was a game changer. I started by writing things like, I'm grateful I found pasta on sale this week. Slowly, my entries started to change. I'm grateful for the client who paid their invoice on time. Then, I'm grateful for this new project that came in and is bigger than I expected. Keeping this ledger wasn't just listing things. It was creating a tangible, growing record of my own prosperity. On days when doubt crept in, I could flip back through the pages and see proof that I was, in fact, supported. It rewired my brain to see money not as a source of stress, but as a source of blessing. Ritual number 3. The 3i33 Affirmation Protocol. Once you start shifting your energy with gratitude, it's time to go deeper and rewrite the limiting beliefs about money stuck in your subconscious. That's where the 3i33 Affirmation Protocol comes in. This is a highly focused ritual designed to bypass your critical mind and impress a new, empowering belief directly onto your subconscious. Your subconscious learns through repetition, and this method uses that to its full advantage. Here's how it works. First, you craft a powerful affirmation about the financial reality you want. It has to be in the present tense, like it's already true, and it has to feel exciting to you. A great template that I've seen in many manifestation communities goes something like this. I am so happy and grateful that a continuous flow of unexpected income is now coming to me from multiple sources. You can tailor it with a specific dollar amount if that feels right. But a general statement about flow can sometimes feel more believable and less limiting. Once you have your affirmation, You're going to write it down, by hand, 33 times in a row in a notebook. You do this for 3 consecutive days. That's it. 33 times for 3 days. The key is not to just scribble the words. You have to be present. As you write each one, you must try to feel the feeling of the affirmation being true. What would it feel like to have unexpected income flowing to you? Relief, freedom, excitement, safety. Live in that feeling as you write. So, why these numbers? While there are spiritual interpretations of the number 33, the power of this method is really in the focused intensity. Writing something 33 times forces your mind to concentrate on a single thought for a good chunk of time. Doing it for 3 days in a row creates this powerful momentum. This intense repetition signals to your brain, hey, this is important. Pay attention. This is our new reality. It uses the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural pathways. You are literally carving a new path in your brain for a belief in abundance. This ritual was my pattern interrupter. I had a deep-seated belief that I had to suffer for my money. My affirmation was, I am so happy and grateful that I now make a wonderful living doing what I love with ease and joy. The first day, my hand cramped, and my inner critic was screaming at me. Ease and joy? Yeah, right. By day 3, something had shifted. The words flowed. The feeling was easier to access. It was like I'd pushed through a wall of resistance. I didn't become a millionaire on day 4, but my approach to work changed. I started looking for ways to make it more joyful. I said no to draining projects, and amazingly, better, more aligned projects started to appear. I was teaching my subconscious what to look for, and it started delivering. Ritual number 4, future self-journaling. The 4th ritual is where we move from reprogramming old beliefs to actively designing your new reality. This is future self-journaling, sometimes called scripting. It's the art of writing about your desired life as if you already have it. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a powerful visualization technique that primes your entire being for success. For this, you'll need a journal and about 15 to 20 minutes of quiet time. You're going to write a journal entry from the perspective of your future self, the one who has already achieved the abundance you want. Don't write, I hope I get that promotion. Write, I can't believe it's been 6 months since the promotion. The new role is so fulfilling, and the extra income let us book that trip to Italy we've been dreaming about. I woke up this morning feeling so peaceful, just looking out the window of our beautiful home, sipping coffee without a single money worry. Use all your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Describe the feeling of relief, of pride, of security. Write in vivid present tense detail. The more detailed and emotional your entry is, the more real it will feel to your subconscious mind. Your brain doesn't really know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By creating this experience on the page, you are generating the emotions of your future before it has physically happened. This taps into principles that thinkers like Dr. Joe Dispenza discuss regarding the mind-body connection. The core idea is that the moment you begin to feel abundant and worthy, you start to generate wealth. Journaling like this is a tool to generate those feelings on command. It also engages a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, or RAS. The RAS is your brain's filter. It's why when you decide you want a red car, you suddenly see red cars everywhere. They were always there, but your brain wasn't looking for them. By scripting your abundant future, you are giving your RAS new instructions. You're telling it, hey, start showing me evidence of this. Spot the opportunities, the people, the ideas that match this future. I started scripting every Sunday evening. I wrote about my thriving business and the financial freedom I was enjoying. I wrote about paying off my student loans and the feeling of logging in to see a zero balance. A few months into this, I had a few hundred extra dollars. On a whim, instead of making my normal minimum payment, I threw the whole amount at my smallest student loan. It was a small act, but it was an action my future self would take. It felt so empowering. That created momentum, and I started finding more creative ways to pay down my debt as new projects seemed to pop up. I was acting as if my script was already true, and the universe seemed to respond by providing the means to make it so. Ritual number 5, the circulation of abundance. This final ritual is one you can practice every single day, with every single transaction. It's a mental reframe that I call the circulation of abundance. This ritual targets one of the most painful parts of financial struggle, the act of spending money. For most of us, when money is tight, paying a bill feels awful. You watch the money leave your account, and it feels like a loss. It reinforces the story of, "I don't have enough." This ritual flips that completely. From now on, every time money leaves your possession, consciously bless it. Whether you're tapping your card at the store, paying a bill online, or handing cash to a barista, take a silent moment to say, "Thank you." Thank the money for the service it's providing. When you pay your rent, silently say, "Thank you for this roof over my head. I bless this money as it goes to support my landlord, and I trust in the flow of abundance." When you buy food, say, "Thank you for this food that will give me energy. I bless this money as it supports the farmer, the truck driver, and everyone who brought it to me." This simple act transforms spending from a moment of lack into a moment of circulation and gratitude. You are no longer losing money. You are participating in a flow of energy. By sending money out with a blessing, you release the fear and anxiety attached to it and replace them with trust. You affirm that you are a channel for abundance, not just a dead end. Money flows to you and through you to bless others. This was, without a doubt, the ritual that healed my day-to-day anxiety the fastest. The constant knot of dread in my stomach whenever I had to open my wallet just dissolved. Paying my bills became a moment of gratitude instead of panic. This shift in my internal feeling was monumental. And when my inner world changed, my outer reality started to follow. I stopped hoarding every penny in fear and started seeing my money as a tool for creating a life I loved. It also made me a more conscious spender. I'd ask myself, do I really want to bless this purchase with my energy? It made me more mindful, which is a cornerstone of wealth. This ritual teaches you that you are not losing. You are circulating. And what you send out with a good heart has a beautiful way of changing your entire perspective. So, there you have them. The monthly cinnamon reset to set your intention. The gratitude ledger to shift your focus. The 3x33 affirmation protocol to rewrite your beliefs. Future self-journaling to design your reality. And the circulation of abundance to heal your relationship with spending. These aren't just 5 random things to try. They are a system for transforming your financial reality from the inside out. They work on your energy, your mindset, your subconscious, and your daily habits. The common thread is consistency and feeling. You can't do these once and expect a miracle. You have to commit to them as a practice, as a new way of being. They worked for me not because I was special, but because I was consistent. I chose to believe in a new reality, and I used these rituals as the tools to build it day by day. They took me from burnt out and broke to peaceful, purposeful, and prosperous. And I truly believe they can do the same for you. Your journey starts now. So, my question for you is, which ritual are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments below. There is so much power in just declaring your intention. And if this video resonated with you, if you're ready to leave the hustle and burnout behind, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm going to be sharing so much more about this journey, and I'd love for you to be a part of this community. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being open. Your abundant future is waiting for you.